There we go. Let's see if everything is working like it should. I think so anyway. I'm just gonna make sure I have to see if this one is active. I'm looking at my pad so I can double check. Then I know everything is either working or not working. So let's see. Let me write a little message. There we go. So, anyway, why am I here? Well, first of all, I haven't been in for a while, and that has been due to health reasons and real life issues. And as I had to take a break in the studies due to some unfortunate bureaucratic reasons, I will anyway reapply in the end of this month. So I think I'll be able to start in the beginning of January. So the plan is a bit postponed. It's not given up. And what else? Well, as you know, I have been talking about my research about my heritage and family, and it has been very interesting and eye-opening. There's been a lot of things to know, and I just wanted to mention a few things and a little status update, so to say, update. Um, my granddaughter had a christening last weekend. It was lovely. It was fun. It was so great to see her. And I got to meet my both daughters, and that was lovely too. Also, we celebrated my older daughter's birthday last Friday, which was fun. We went for an after work and had some pub quiz. And I realized it's easier to sit in front of a TV or something and watch these different quiz shows, etc. It's much more easy to answer the questions when you are not under the same constraints as those competing, really. Hi there, Mandy. Do you want to join me in? I can send you a link if you want to just have a casual chat, or are you busy, or do you have time? Just write the message and I'll see. In that case, I'll send you a link. I'm just gonna be a little casual talking. Just felt like I needed to do a little live. There's been so much things going on, so I want to kind of. Okay, well, thank you for coming in anyway. So just let me know in that case, and same goes for my other streamer friends. Just let me know if you want to join in. Just send me a message, and we'll make it happen. I saw that your cat is doing better, Mandy, and I hope that's the news you are conveying. And if people are not watching her stream or her channel, Mandy, would you be so kind and put your channel info here in the, so I can put it up here? So as I was saying, my older daughter turned 1 year older, and you realize how time flies, and sometimes you don't realize how fast time can go. and you forget to appreciate those moments you really have. So let's highlight this one. This is a very fun and very creative friend of mine. So if you haven't been to her channel, please. Yeah, time is really weird because, I mean, just imagine if something is boring, it feels like it takes forever. But while you're having a good time, having fun, it seems like it's just passed in a moment. And I've always thought about, why do we have those perceptions and these feelings, and how, how come that it can be like that? I mean, shouldn't those good moments last longer, do you think? But no, it's those boring and tedious things that really drag out forever. While spending time with those you love, those you enjoy being with, those time just takes off. I mean, where's the sense in that? I mean, shouldn't time, like when you are having fun and a good time, wouldn't that be the time when you really have a good time? But no, when you are having a boring time and, like you say, Mandy, dreading or just feeling bad or ill, then it feels like forever. And I guess it's kind of an existential thing, really, because, I mean, I turned 57 this summer. I don't feel like I'm 57. That doesn't mean I feel like I'm 20 or 25. I'm adult. I feel pretty mature, even though I have my playful sides, my childish way of handling things. I like gaming. People all the time tell me, like, you should act your age, but I can't. I've never been this old before. So it's still a learning experience, all of this. So still, it's interesting to see this perception of things, and I'm so amazed to see how well my daughters are doing, and they have grown up to be independent women. They both found great husbands. They're doing great. I can't ask for more. As long as I know they're fine, I know I've done something good anyway. As for me, my personal life, well, that's a whole other story sometimes, I think. But my studies will resume next term. That's what I'm going for anyway. Now, I had the fortune, much thanks to my younger daughter, who tried this MyHeritage thing. Let me tell you from the start, I'm non-sponsored by anyone. But anyway, so I got some news from her. I've told this before. And she found relatives to me. And I've almost been feeling like a bit lost and a bit like a ship without a rudder, a bit lost in life, because I've not known exactly about my roots fully. I've only known parts. And those have been very compartmentalized. Yes, Mandy, you are so true. So let's put that one on. Well, age is a very subjective thing as long as you do good things. And I mean, I like the same things. That's why we're such great friends. So this is a very good, very, very good point, my friend. Also, people tend to judge others doing things they don't dare or know how to do themselves. I think that's a problem. So, anyway, back to this. I'm jumping all over, so bear with me. Anyways, so getting to know more about myself, my heritage, my family, who really is my family, is a gift because many people never get to know. And it was such a wonderful time, really, to meet my big sister. I haven't met my little sister for a while. We keep in touch now and then. We don't live next door, so it's not that easy to meet. So, anyways, but we do keep in touch. But discovering that you have another sibling, I mean, the sad part is you imagine what things you could have done together when you were younger, when you were kids. If you would have went to the beach, went to the movies, circus, theater, concerts, whatever, things you could have done together, but you couldn't because you didn't know about each other. At the same time, there are some very odd similarities in my big sisters and my life. Just imagine this. My daughter was born a certain day. Her oldest daughter were born 4 days before my oldest daughter. Without knowing about each other, we became parents almost at the same time. Now, isn't that a little bit strange or weird, but fun anyway? I mean, you don't expect that. And same when it comes to our next kid, our younger daughters. It's as it is. We both have two daughters. My sister has and I has. And her younger daughter is born 4 months before my younger daughter. So still, we are like in lockstep. And what's even more fun is that our younger daughters share a first name without knowing. And that's some pretty high odds that happens, I think. But then again, some friends and people I know have asked me, well, what about my dad? And well, that's something that is still on his turf. He has to deal with it, and he has his personal life and things he has to sort out. So I can't stress him, I can't force him, I can't force his hand, I can't tell him what he should do or shouldn't do. I just have to let him, he knows I exist. But the way I see it, the ball is on his court now, so he needs to make decisions on how to deal with things because it wasn't his fault, it wasn't my fault. I mean, what happened then before I was born? Who can blame me? And if he was dating a woman that dated another guy soon after, probably my mother didn't know which guy was the dad and took a 50-50 chance and thought, okay, this guy must be it. And ended up picking the wrong guy or whatever. So that's where we are at that point. So I would be happy, I would be glad if my father would like to talk straight with me. I'm not going to like blow up drama here or expose him in any way. I'm just saying, if he wants, I'll be around. Meanwhile, I keep in touch with my sister. My sister and brother-in-law came and visited me here where I live. They came all the way from Finland over here to Sweden. We spent much time. They came arrived on Wednesday that week. My birthday was on it Thursday, and they went back to Finland on Sunday. So there were a few days. It wasn't like we were this all the time, but we spent many hours together. And I must say, it does take a strain on you because, first of all, you don't know each other. Hi there, May the 4th. Great to see you. And welcome, Sophia. So anyway, just to get to know people, I mean, the way you see it, just because you're relatives, you really don't know a person that much. So it takes time to find common ground, interests, values, likes and dislikes, and everything. So also to get accustomed to the presence of this another person in your life. There are many things that I felt really it was interesting. It was very enlightening in many ways. Of you realize how much you really don't know about yourself even, and about life, because we hang out a few hours every day. It was many hours. We got a lot of things done. We went sightseeing around. I showed them different places here in town. We had a birthday dinner. Me, my sister, her husband, my daughters, their husbands, and my granddaughter. We went to an Italian restaurant, and it was great food. We had a great time there, and I really hope to be able to meet them soon again. Both my sister and her husband, and of course, well, I met my daughters this last weekend, but I do hope it doesn't take too long, so I better make sure I go visit them as soon as I can. And here's a good point always from Sophia. I think this is where, yeah. And also you can also prioritize what questions are really worth pursuing, what questions are really important for you. But I can only say, oh, great. And I'm going to try to pop in next time I can, Mandy. So Japanese bands are always interesting. I mean, that's a different culture, and that's so fun because they think another way, and you never know. Sometimes you're kind of like blind on your own turf. You don't realize really what you have at home, but it's easy to discover on distance. Cheers. Here's something. Throat gets a little bit dry when you talk. So anyways, I hope to be able to, if possible, to visit my sister in Finland soon. Of course, I do hope that I can meet my sister here in Sweden also. She's been a bit busy, but well, we'll get in touch about that. But that's like the basic news about my family history, a little bit what I've been doing. Also, my brother-in-law helped me to get some better information about the relatives on my mother's side. So on our family tree, I have a little bit more information now, quite far back in time, really, which is very interesting. Of course, there are blank spaces. There will always be gaps and stuff you don't know about, but still, that can be interesting. Well, Mandy, I can recommend going to Norway. It's a wonderful, lovely country. I've been there a few times, and they also have a great music scene. So all the Nordic countries really have an amazing music scene and are worth visiting. I mean, I haven't been to Iceland. That's on my to-do list. I've been to Denmark, some parts. I have much more to discover about Denmark. I like Danish music. Sweden, I've explored some, not that much. I have more to explore. Oh, well, you always have more to explore. Norway, I've had the pleasure to visit a few times. Not much, but enough to kind of whet my appetite. I want to go there more, and because Norway is also wonderful. Finland, well, Finland has a special place in my heart. I'm born in Finland after all. And there's lots to see and do in Finland. And saying goes, then we have something very special. We have Ahvenanmaa, Åland, this autonomous part of Finland that is Swedish spoken, that is an archipelago in between Finland and Sweden. So many times people take cruises from Stockholm either to Mariehamn or to Turku, Åbo in Finland or Helsinki in Finland. So there are different cruises and some cruise lines that go. And those cruises are to die for. They are wonderful cruises. Of course, I'm also interested in going across the Baltic to visit Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, of course, later on, but it's this, the greenbacks you need. But if possible, do give the Nordic countries a visit. It's worth it. Just let me shut this phone. There we go. Then I know 10 o'clock. Night meds, I took them before I started. So also people should perhaps see more about the North Scandinavian culture areas, and that the Sapmi or Sami areas, those that still they don't live as nomadic as they used to live, but they are a people of their own, because more fixed living people, we want to live, this is our borders and everything, while the Sami has been living in an area that encompasses both Norway, Sweden, Finland, and parts of Russia, how it works today. But they are nomadic because the reindeer that they keep there, because they can't keep cattle like cows, etc., because of the winters and the long winters. They wouldn't survive that kind of life. So they have to be a bit more sturdy and more robust animals. So that's why reindeer are a better choice for them, I guess. And they have their own language. They even have their own parliament, their own national flag and everything. And I think it's important to protect their culture too. So if you're going to visit the Nordic countries of Scandinavia and you go up to the northern parts, don't forget that that's kind of a shared land between the Sami and the Scandinavian countries. And I mean, there will always be conflicts and conflicts of interests between those who live always in one area and those who move in between areas. So anyways, that was kind of a sidetrack, but it's important anyway. So thanks for that idea, Mandy, also. And perhaps Mandy could do some about her favorite Norwegian artist. Aurora, as example, is a very, very talented and very special woman who is awesome. Not everyone might understand her music, but she is very creative and also talented. I can't share any of her music because I don't want to get copyrighted, but I'm pretty sure if you look, you will find. Anyway, it's been a little bit of rambling and mumbling from my side. I don't know if you have any kind of questions about this. I haven't really found that much new information about my family roots as much, but I'm being more focused on getting to know my big sister a little bit more. And also taking care of my health a little bit. There have been some, sorry, I'm a little bit sneezing. There have been a little bit issues that I've been dealing with, and things will get better anyway. I thought I'll do this short live now, and a little bit later I'm gonna do some gaming. I've been thinking about trying out a few of my games, and there's one called Shapes 2. I've been playing Shapes before, but Shapes 2 is a three-dimensional. I haven't played that much yet of that game, but I thought I'm gonna do a little gaming live a bit later, but we have to start somewhere. And I know there are many, someone is thinking about it. There are many other lives up now, probably. Most certainly they should be. But I felt it's been a while since I've done a live, and perhaps some people will feel like there's no point of subscribing unless I produce some new content. So I just wanted to make this little chat, and who knows, next time I might have someone with me, or I'll be on someone else's live. But most important, thanks for being here with me, and if you have liked, thank you. If you think there's value in it, do subscribe. You can always send me ideas. I have a few projects going on. And I simply just try to do my thing my way. And let's see here. I have some comments here. Let's put this one up. I've been to Norway, where my mom's and my dad's family are from. Lived a summer there at 13. It was beautiful. Also went to Denmark, rode the ferries to Stockholm, then rode into Oslo in my 20s. That's Nordic. And I believe you're in Canada now. So, I mean, you are really on both sides of the pond. That must be very, very, very interesting. So there are, let's see if I missed any comments there. I must check this one out. I feel there's some comment I must have missed. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't more. Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing all of you soon again. And I'm going to end this live now, and I'm going to start a gaming live a little bit later, but I kind of wanted to have this more personal thing first, and then I'm going to do a gaming where I share it. Ah, you're in Northern California, and May the 4th is having a warm day. They are like 102 degrees Fahrenheit, and that is roughly high 30s for us in Celsius. While at the moment here, I'm having like 4 degrees Celsius here in my town. So that's like that's like 40s or something like that in Fahrenheit. So make sure to keep warm if you need. And if you're in a warm place, make sure to hydrate, right? So I'll end this live and I'll prepare my gaming lives. Later, you'll see when it pops up, if you have the time to pop in and watch me play. I think I'm going to play the game called Shapes 2. It doesn't take much, really. It's just an interesting game. So I thought, well, I'm learning the game. I can share it with you people if you like. And if you like the background, this background is used with a program called Prism that one of my friends told me about. So I got a little different way of using the camera, and I think I like it. I think it was Hey Carrie Ann who showed me this one, if I'm not sure. So credit where credit is due. So thank you all for coming up, and I'm stopping my rambling now, and I'm going to prepare my gaming video, but I wanted to kind of make this personal video separately from the gaming. So later, anyways, and thank you all for coming up. And I'm going to put this on my watch list.